Hi, my name is Robyn Easley, and I am the owner of Pineapple Grenade by Robyn. Just wanted to spend some more time with the contributing authors to the people from a Black perspective before we actually go into the virtual reading. Today, we're actually going to be hearing from Renna Thomas. We're also going to be hearing from Senya Haynes, King Compton, and Dr. Tamara Hill. Renna Thomas, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Robyn?
Doing very well. So, as the creator and visionary behind To a Woman's Heart, and also being the president of a not for profit organization, Sisters of the Hood,
hmm
your story was very compelling to me as it seems that you're in the realm of developing and empowering women every day. You are a new contributing author to the people. And My House Cried Tears is the literary work in that piece. Can you discuss with me how you effectively leverage your experience and knowledge about giving a child too much responsibility today to prevent causing negative impact in the people who surround you?
First of all, parents don't come with instruction books. That's one thing that we learn as we get older. But
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think because of their prior experience, see what happens in your past determines your present and defines your future. So whatever you experience in your past, you think it's right until you know better. So with my parents, they thought what they was doing was right because that's all they knew. They didn't know anything else. Um, so communication, as I stated earlier, is the key. And you have to understand each child is different. You can't put too much weight on a child as they're growing up because a lot of them, you may think mentally they can handle it and emotionally they can handle it. They cannot. It's too much of a burden. Um, so as we get older, we learn not to hold them accountable for the things that they didn't know.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, so we're learning as we go. Impactful for me, it was letting go. I had to let go a lot of stuff because it was a weight that was really heavy that I carried, as you see in the book, from the things that I experienced and what I try to do to myself. So I had to unpack a lot of things because being the oldest, and in most households back then, the oldest carried the buck of the burden for the rest of the siblings that was behind them.
Now, thank you so much for your feedback regarding some symbolization that I'm hearing from you about unpacking or getting through some unprocessed trauma. In My House Cried Tears, I automatically started to think about that secret closet that you go into, for instance, when you go into prayer. And I'm thinking that with your temple being your own house and how you try to preserve that place. Um, you talked about several traumatic events leading up to you internalizing your feelings to cope rather than being vocal about them or expressing them. Do you believe that you were actually validated as a child?
Not as much. Not as much. I think my younger siblings got the validation. I just got the responsibility.
Yes.
That's it, and that's all. Um, you're the oldest. You need to show them, but I'm not the parent. I'm still the child. You understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So roles are kind of being reversed, and for me, it was a lot to try to put in the proper buckets. But as you're growing, and you think that they should be the guide and the teacher of what you should do, it's not as easy. It's not as easy at all. So it was very traumatic for me, and I took in a lot of stuff, and I held on it so much so that I got to a point of explosion. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I felt like what I was doing, my life didn't have any purpose. It didn't matter. So that's why I did what I did.
Now, being an adult, do you feel like there has been negative impact that you're constantly using that area to focus on developing yourself as a woman, even now as a two-time author?
No, now I use it as a motivator for people that I run across. I now understand that everything I've been through had purpose. Like the loss of my child had purpose. I saved another child's life that a mother was potentially going to abort a baby, and by
Yes.
telling my story and providing the obituary, that child's life was saved.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes God uses as a vessel. We think that it's harsh for us, but it's just a tunnel for us to learn some things to help somebody else.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for contributing to the people. It's truly a significant difference between the blood in that while there were unprocessed traumas and eventually yielding healing, I believe that this piece is really cultivating the people and how we can actually utilize healing in our day-to-day going forward. So thank you for your piece. My House Cries Tears, Renee, and then also we look forward to the larger literary works in both that have been published in this last month. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robyn.
You have a good one.
You too.
Thanks.